Why do bad people get rich, and what God is really doing? Let me ask you something that maybe you've only asked in silence, something you've whispered in prayer but never dared to say out loud. Why does it seem like bad people are the ones getting rich? Why does it look like the dishonest rise faster? Why do the arrogant live easier? Why do the people who lie, manipulate, cheat, betray, and destroy end up with the houses, the cars, the influence, the opportunities? And here's the part that hurts. Why does it feel like those who fear God struggle, while those who reject Him prosper? If you've ever wrestled with that question, you are not alone. David asked it. Jeremiah asked it. Habakkuk cried over it. Asaph wrote an entire psalm about it. This is not a weak Christian question. This is a human question, because nothing tests your faith quite like watching the wicked succeed, while you are trying your best to live right. But hear me, God is not offended by your confusion. He sees every injustice. He knows every frustration, and He has not been silent about this issue. Today, I want to take you on a journey, one that will break the lie, heal the wound, and reveal a truth that will change how you see wealth, success, and God forever. You're about to discover that what looks unfair is not the end, and what looks like their blessing may actually be their burden. Chapter 1. The Uncomfortable Truth. The Bible said this would happen. Before we go any deeper, you need to understand something that will completely shift your perspective. The Bible never hides the fact that wicked people often become wealthy. In fact, it warns you about it. When David wrote Psalm 73, he wasn't sitting on a throne sipping peace. He was frustrated. He was confused. He was angry. Listen to his words. I envied the arrogant when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Envy, confusion, disappointment. David, the man after God's own heart, felt it too. Jeremiah stood before God and cried, "Why does the way of the wicked prosper? Why do all the faithless live at ease?" Habakkuk lifted his voice and asked, "Why do you remain silent while the wicked swallow up those more righteous than themselves?" And Asaph, one of the worship leaders of Israel, said, "Surely in vain I have kept my heart pure." Do you feel that? That sting, that human ache, that quiet question that creeps into your spirit when you see a corrupt person buy a new house while you're praying just to pay rent? Beloved, the Bible is not shocked by your frustration. God preserved these cries in Scripture because He knew you would feel them too. But here comes the truth we often forget. Earthly riches are not proof of God's approval, and earthly struggles are not proof of God's absence. The wicked prosper because they are operating within a system that rewards greed, pride, competition, and compromise. It is not God blessing them. It is the broken world elevating them. The world pays people who follow its values. Heaven pays people who follow God's. And understand this. Temporary success is not a sign of eternal security. Many of the rich you envy today will fade like grass tomorrow. Their prosperity is not a reward, it's a test, it's a stage, it's exposure, it's a setup for their eventual collapse if they refuse to repent. Meanwhile, your struggle is not punishment, it's preparation. So when you see the wicked rise, don't panic, don't compare, don't lose heart. God already told you this would happen, because He already planned what happens next. Chapter 2. The world rewards different values than God rewards. Before you ever compare your life to someone else's success, you need to understand a foundational truth. The world and God do not measure value the same way. So the world and God do not reward people the same way. The world rewards speed. God rewards surrender. The world rewards visibility. God rewards faithfulness. The world rewards self-promotion. God rewards humility. The world rewards manipulation, shortcuts, and compromise. God rewards obedience, purity, and character. Do you see the difference? Many bad people aren't rich because God blessed them. They are rich because the world pays high salaries for worldly behavior. This world system is built on pride, ambition, greed, and self-exaltation. So what does it reward? It rewards the one willing to lie to close the deal. It rewards the one willing to step on others to climb higher. It rewards the one willing to sell their integrity for influence. It rewards the one willing to manipulate, deceive, and exploit without guilt. It rewards the one willing to choose profit over people every time. The world applauds the loud, not the loyal, the flashy, not the faithful, the ruthless, not the righteous. But hear me, God never gives eternal rewards for temporary applause. You might feel behind right now because you refuse to compromise. You refuse to cheat. You refuse to manipulate. You refuse to sell your soul for a bigger paycheck. But let me tell you something prophetically. You are not behind. You are being preserved. The world may celebrate them today, but heaven does not. And heaven always settles accounts. Remember this. Sometimes the reason you don't rise faster is because your roots are going deeper. God is securing your foundation so that when He lifts you, you won't collapse. Some of the richest bad people are not actually successful. They are simply loud. They use money to imitate stability, but there is no peace. They use wealth to imitate joy, but there is no purpose. They use status to imitate identity, but there is no rest. You may not have everything you want right now, but you have something they cannot buy: a clean conscience, peace, favor, destiny, God's hand on your life. The world pays quickly, but God pays eternally. Chapter 3. The enemy funds what advances his agenda. Now we need to go deeper, past what the eyes can see, and into what the spirit must discern. Because whether people want to admit it or not, there is a spiritual economy operating behind the scenes. And here is a truth many Christians never consider. The enemy invests in people who advance his agenda. Not every wealthy person is blessed by God. Some are sponsored by darkness. Let me explain. Satan does not give people joy. He does not give people peace. He does not give people purpose. But he will absolutely give resources, money, influence, exposure, attention to those who will spread corruption, confusion, and rebellion. Why? Because influence amplifies deception. If someone promotes sin, promotes godlessness, promotes perversion, promotes pride, promotes violence, promotes division, the enemy has every reason to keep them visible, loud, and funded. And many of the rich bad people you see today are not blessed. They are backed. Their wealth is not a sign of favor. It is a sign of usefulness to darkness. Think of it like this. God finances His kingdom. The enemy finances his. God supports what reflects heaven. The enemy supports what destroys it. This is why you must stop assuming rich equals blessed. It's simply not true. Some people are wealthy because their influence ruins families. Their music poisons minds. Their content spreads confusion. Their business exploits the weak. Their leadership manipulates millions. Their fame pulls people away from God. Their message normalizes sin. Their lifestyle glamorizes rebellion. And the enemy will push them higher, louder, richer, because the higher they climb, the more people they can pull down with them. But don't miss this. The devil gives fast, but he takes everything back with interest. He never funds someone without planning their destruction. Because when Satan raises a person up without character, he uses the collapse to humiliate them publicly, just like he used the rise to influence others privately. The enemy gives acceleration without foundation, success without peace, influence without purpose, money without meaning, fame without fulfillment. It looks like elevation, but it is actually entrapment. So the next time you ask, why are bad people rich? Remember, not all wealth is a blessing. Some wealth is bait. Chapter 4. God sometimes lets the wicked rise to reveal their end. One of the hardest truths to accept is this. Sometimes God allows wicked people to rise not to reward them, but to reveal them. This is exactly why Psalm 37 hits with such weight. David said, "I saw the wicked flourishing like a tree. Then suddenly he was no more." Do you hear the shock in that? David watched evil people grow, expand, elevate, dominate, and then in an instant, they vanished. This is a pattern in Scripture. God allowed Pharaoh to rise. God allowed Haman to be promoted. God allowed Nebuchadnezzar to rule. God allowed Judas to handle the money bag. God allowed the Pharisees to hold religious power, not because he approved of them, but because he was preparing to expose them. Listen closely. God sometimes lets wickedness grow so the whole world can see him cut it down. If God judged people at the first sign of evil, you would never see his justice, only his speed. But God is not interested in quick judgments. God is interested in complete ones. So he allows pride to climb. He allows wickedness to expand. He allows corruption to elevate. He allows manipulation to flourish, until the stage is big enough that their fall becomes a warning to generations. Their temporary rise is not grace. It is evidence. It is exposure. It is accumulated accountability. And this is the part we often miss. When wicked people rise, they reveal their character. When righteous people rise, they reveal God's character. This is why your rise takes longer. God will never put you in a position where your character cannot sustain your calling. But wicked people, they climb with no character at all. And the higher they go, the more visible their pride becomes. Their success becomes their spotlight. Their spotlight becomes their exposure. And their exposure becomes their downfall. This is why the Bible repeatedly says their prosperity is temporary. They flourish like grass. They fade like a flower. They prosper for a moment. Their lamp will be snuffed out. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. So when you see a wicked man rise, do not envy him, pity him, because he is climbing without a safety rope. And he does not know that God is the one letting him climb, not to bless him, not to honor him, but to reveal him. And when God reveals a man, the whole world sees both his rise and his fall. Chapter 5. God is testing you through what you see. There is a reason God doesn't shield your eyes from the success of wicked people. There is a reason he allows you to see the one who cheated rise faster, the one who lied get promoted sooner, the one who manipulates collect more opportunities, the one who mocks God drive the better car. It's not because he wants to discourage you. It's because he is testing what's inside you, not testing to condemn you, testing to grow you, testing to reveal what jealousy hides, testing to expose what comparison whispers, testing to strengthen what insecurity weakens, testing to purify what bitterness poisons. Look closely at yourself for a moment. What rises in you when you see a wicked person prosper? Envy, anger, confusion, doubt, or does something deeper begin to shift, something that whispers even if they rise quickly? I choose to trust God's timing, because that's what this chapter of your life is about. Not their wealth, not their platform, not their influence. It's about your heart. Anyone can trust God when everything looks fair, but only the mature can trust God when everything looks unfair. God is asking, will you stay faithful even when shortcuts look faster? Will you stay pure even when corruption looks profitable? Will you stay humble even when pride gets rewarded? Will you stay obedient even when compromise gets celebrated? This is the refining fire, not the fire of sickness, not the fire of tragedy, but the fire of comparison, the fire of delay, the fire of watching others get what you prayed for, the fire of seeing the wrong people win for a season. And here is the truth. God tests the righteous through delay because he intends to promote them through destiny. What looks like God withholding is actually God protecting. What feels like God ignoring is actually God preparing. You're not late. You're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. You're being shaped because God would rather you wait with integrity than rise with compromise. So when you see the wicked rise, don't think, why them? Think, Lord, thank you for guarding my future. Thank you for testing my heart. Thank you for preparing me for a blessing I won't lose. What he's building in you is worth the wait. Chapter 6. Sometimes rich, is not what you think it is. You look at them and say, they're rich. But heaven looks at them and says, no, they're empty. Because before you ever envy someone's wealth, you need to ask a deeper question: what did it cost them? See, the world has trained us to measure riches only by what we can count: money, followers, influence, status, popularity, lifestyle. But heaven measures riches by what cannot be counted: peace, purpose, purity, joy, contentment, righteousness, relationship with God. So let me gently tell you something. Many of the people you think are rich are incredibly broken. Yes, they have a bigger house, but they cry alone in every room. Yes, they have a nicer car, but they drive with anxiety that never lets them rest. Yes, they have a fat bank account, but their soul is bankrupt. Yes, they look powerful on the outside, but inside they are tormented by insecurity, guilt, and fear. Some of the richest people in the world can't sleep without medication. Some can't stay married. Some can't feel loved. Some hate themselves more than their followers will ever know. They have success but no peace. They have money but no meaning. They have influence but no identity. They have status but no stability. They have wealth but no wisdom. They have comfort but no calling. They have everything you can see and nothing their soul actually needs. Jesus said it simply: what does it profit a man to gain the whole world, yet lose his own soul? Think about that. You can gain everything the world celebrates and still be considered poor in the eyes of heaven. Because true wealth is not what sits in your bank account, it's what sits in your spirit. True wealth is waking up with peace. True wealth is going to sleep without fear. True wealth is having nothing to hide. True wealth is knowing God is with you. True wealth is having purpose bigger than a paycheck. True wealth is raising a family that loves God. True wealth is a life that leaves a holy legacy. So the next time you see a wicked person prosper, don't assume they are blessed. Ask instead, are they truly at peace? Because peace is something money cannot counterfeit, and only God can give. And listen to me, you may not have everything you want, but if you have God, you already have more than they do. Chapter 7. God is preparing you for a different level of stewardship. Before you ever compare your financial journey to someone else's, you need to understand something very important. God does not bless his children the same way the world rewards its followers. Because God is not just giving you money, he is preparing you to steward destiny. There is a difference between someone who has wealth and someone who can handle wealth. Wicked people can acquire money without character, but God will never give kingdom-level provision to someone whose heart and habits aren't ready. Why? Because kingdom wealth is not just for you. It is meant to flow through you. It is meant to bless others, support God's work, lift the broken, feed the hungry, build what lasts, create generational blessing, break generational curses, fund kingdom purpose, and that requires a different kind of person: a generous person, a disciplined person, a humble person, a wise person, a spiritually mature person, a person who won't change once the numbers change, a person who won't let wealth pull them away from God. Hear me. God cares more about your character than your comfort, because character protects the blessing. That's why your journey has felt slower. God is not delaying you. He is developing you. He's teaching you to manage little so you can manage much. He's training you through tight seasons, so abundance won't destroy you. He's shaping your decisions, your discipline, your dependencies. You're learning how to budget, how to trust, how to save, how to give, how to build, how to live below your means, how to resist temptations, how to prioritize purpose over appearance. Do you know why? Because when God finally blesses you, he wants you to keep it, not lose it. He wants it to last. He wants it to multiply. He wants it to strengthen your spiritual life, not weaken it. He wants it to bless generations you will never meet. The wicked rise fast because their success is shallow, but the righteous rise slowly because their success is deep. Wicked people get rich for a moment, but God is preparing you for a lifetime. Listen, you're not being denied. You're being trained. You're being fortified. You're being prepared for a blessing that has weight, purpose, and destiny behind it. And when God finally opens that door, you'll understand why He took His time. Chapter 8. Their success is temporary. Yours is eternal. There's something you must settle in your spirit once and for all. The success of the wicked is temporary, but the success of the righteous is eternal. You live in a world that magnifies the moment. Everything is about right now. Right now they look blessed. Right now they look powerful. Right now they look untouchable. Right now they look ahead of you. But God never judges a life by the right now. He judges by the end. Psalm 37 says, "The wicked flourish like grass. Grass grows fast and dies faster. But the righteous, they are like a tree planted by rivers of living water, steady, rooted, unshakable, fruitful in every season." Friend, listen, God is not building you for speed. He is building you for permanence. The wicked might gain the world, but they lose their soul. They gain money, but lose meaning. They gain applause, but lose peace. They gain followers, but lose their future. They gain influence, but lose eternity. Their success ends at the grave. But yours begins at the grave. Heaven has records. Heaven has rewards. Heaven has inheritance, crowns, honor, and glory for the ones who walked faithfully when no one was clapping. And here is the truth. God's timing often looks slow until the moment it unfolds. Then it suddenly looks perfect. Right now the wicked may seem ahead, but they are racing toward a cliff. Right now the righteous may seem behind, but they are being positioned for a legacy that cannot be erased. Never forget, God doesn't just bless you for earth. He blesses you for eternity. Every sacrifice you made, every temptation you resisted, every seed you sowed, every prayer you whispered, every tear you cried, every act of obedience that cost you something. Heaven saw it. Heaven recorded it. Heaven will reward it. So don't be discouraged. Don't compare. Don't envy. What they have is fleeting. What God is preparing for you is forever. The wicked look rich today, but the righteous will shine like the stars for all eternity. Your story ends in glory. Theirs ends in smoke. Stand firm. Stay faithful. Your reward won't just change your life. It will outlive your lifetime. Conclusion: don't envy them. Their end is not your end. If there is one truth I want burning in your heart as we close this message, it is this: do not envy the wealth of the wicked. Do not mistake their increase for God's approval. Do not confuse their speed for God's favor. You have seen their rise. You have watched their platforms grow. You have wondered why they seem untouchable. But now you know their prosperity is temporary. Their success is shallow. Their foundation is sand. Their wealth is bait, not blessing. But you are being built on rock. You are being shaped for purpose. You are being prepared for something lasting, something eternal, something that cannot be shaken. Every delay has meaning. Every struggle has purpose. Every season has intention. God is not ignoring you. He is investing in you. He is protecting you from the kind of success that destroys. He is preparing you for the kind of blessing that strengthens. So lift your eyes, lift your faith, lift your expectation, because your story does not end in lack. Your story does not end in comparison. Your story does not end watching others rise while you stay behind. Your story ends in God's timing, God's justice, God's blessing, and God's glory. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being prepared. And when God lifts you, you will understand why He took His time.